At this point, it seems appropriate to ask these women what their price is, as it appears that these kind of men are primarily interested in sex. They aren't going on dates to get to really know her. They take her on expensive date to justify why they believe they now have access to her body. Just ask her what her price is. Perhaps it isn't sharing a $500 dinner with you. The bottom line is they just want to have sex. This new generation is so transactional. It seems like many young adults don't truly value meaningful relationships based on common interest and genuine attraction.
I mean, I agree with that last part. I mean, I said that in a song in 2018.
Yeah, they're just trying to impress you for the time being. But maybe you can, unless you can really sustain this overdoing the first date.
I mean, that sounds good, but you also have to look what they're consuming on social media, where Applebee's is too low. Cheesecake Factory is no good.
It's McDonald's now.
And now it's got to be Prime 112, or you got to buy me a Birkin. Like, you have to see what they're, you got to see like what they're consuming. It's like they do this all the time.
Nerve.
So what do you mean? Like $400 is probably normal for some men. I don't know why you would do that, but for some men that follow those channels that tell them, like, you know, the women are saying, oh, we don't want this, we don't want that. So then he has to do that.
You know what? I guess I have a question. Is there a particular age group that y'all, because y'all are different age groups, but like that y'all would say that listens or takes their advice from social media rather than being like, yo, like, I like you, I want to take you on it. Like probably what people was doing 20 years ago. You know, like, I like you, I'm going to take you on a date. We'll go to, it ain't cheesecake, but it might be like, I don't know, Fogo de Chao, or, you know, like just a regular place. You know?
Expensive too.
Yeah. Actually, I have really never liked P.F. Chang's.
Really?
Sorry.
I love the Mongolian beef at P.F. Chang's.
The only thing I've ever liked from P.F. Chang's is them little lettuce wraps. The other stuff, I just never liked it. But
yo, the first time I had P.F. Chang's, I was like, what? Where have I? That's how I knew I was poor. I was like, what?
Wait, isn't that regular?
The only Chinese food I ever had pictures that didn't have lights in it. Like,
no, it had a number. Rico was like, y'all ain't got the 77?
Yeah, like
I want the 77.
But it's a franchise.
Go to 120.
Yeah, probably, maybe, I don't know.
It probably is. There's a lot. Yeah.
I'm like, what is P.F. Chang's?
It's
like not a bounty.
So like in the Westchester Mall, like there's a P.F. Chang's there, and it's actually, when you go in, it's nice. You know, I just personally, Aaron Campbell, am not a fan of their food. No judgment, whatever. It's not like oh, that's too cheap. I'm just, you know, when I eat Chinese food, I prefer the person cooking it to not speak English. I'm just saying.
Mine speaks Spanish.
I'm just saying, like, I don't really like American Chinese food. Like,
they don't speak good English.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like,
yo, the Chinese lady at the spot by my house answered the phone and said, "Que tu quieres?"
In Spanish.
Spanish. That's how I know when you live in a minority place.
No, and that's Dominicans, the way she said it. Because there's no S on there.
Nah, she's
definitely Dominican.
Bruh, you got, like, Pertambo is predominantly a Latin area or community. I should
say, my boy.
And I remember her when I was like 8. You know what I'm saying?
She been there.
Chinese from Jersey, y'all.
They do?
They do something.
They be like, do you want plantains with your fried rice?
And yeah.
Wait, Maduras with the fried rice? Wow, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious.
I actually do know people that get that from the Chinese.
But they got the best fried chicken, though.
People get the plantains and chicken wings. That's what people get from Chinese.
Nah, bro. I bring you over to Chino's. We be all right.
Where's that?
That's the spot. That's the Chinese.
Where they say "que tu quieres"?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and Chino.
You were listen. Wait, y'all wanna know? Wait, Rico, it's so funny, and you just confirmed it. So we were in DR a few weeks ago, and I needed like a mattress cover, right? You know, like the thing that covers the mattress, you put the sheets and all of that on. And so they were like, we told the lady that manages our complex, she's like, oh yeah, go to Chino. I was like, Darren, what's Chino? He's like, yeah, you know the.
He's man.
That's exactly what it was. We went in. It was definitely what the name implied. It was definitely what the name implied. So
It was all in one.
seriously, but yeah, I
But yeah, so I didn't know that PF Chang's was that good. And I was like, when I had that shit, I was like, what the fuck? Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I was in Vegas. I think is it in Planet Hollywood, like that mall area?
you might have a fancy one in Vegas though.
Nah, we was drunk as hell, but we was eating it, and I was like, I've never eaten nothing like this. I was like 24. You know, I was upset,
They would call you broke now. Like, oh, you took on the PF Chang's, you broke now.
right?
Baby, I ain't gonna lie. Stop
Because you know Aaron likes Red Lobster.
I like Red Lobster and Olive Garden.
I would do a
Red
I would do a Kona Grill.
Oh,
I
do
first of
Kona
all,
Grill.
I don't want nobody coming for me in a comment, but I used to be like that about Red Lobster.
yo bad.
But
Baby, them biscuits.
Yo, bad.
everything went down in quality. Like
Well, I don't-
literally everything.
I haven't been in a while, but like I used to love.
Yeah. First of all, that used to be my family outing. Like whenever we went out for dinner, it was always Red Lobster. So I will never cut on Red Lobster. Like ever. In
What
my life.
about Fridays?
That used to be
For a
my
date?
personal spot. Like that was my
Probably ran into there.
Fridays used to be lit. We're not gonna sit here and lie like Fridays wasn't the shit. At least out here.
Fridays
That's when
on,
we
on
didn't
a
know
Thursday,
that's
they used to
why.
have in Sheepshead Bay. They used to have a DJ on Thursdays, and they used to have happy hour. Started
just
at
found this
8
out.
o'clock. Listen, Fridays used to be lit.
You know what's crazy? I wonder if the people who was like rich or wealthy about 20 years ago used to look at us having fun at Fridays like little peasants. Don't even know.
No.
Don't even know better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never knew what an Ocean Prime was. I didn't even know what a Rolex was. Let alone what? When I was like 18, I was
And I'm only saying that because Rolex is kind of like just the
prominent name.
it's just such a
Like you hear it in the rap music. all the
Yeah.
time.
Well, I probably, but like if you
If you never
like
go
now, I
to
could
Ford,
look
you
and
never-
see it from a
never seen it.
distance and know.
like you can look at the band and you
Yeah,
know it's
I
a
already
Rolex.
know.
Yeah.
But back then, like you could have been wearing whatever and told me it was a Rolex. I'm like, oh, where?
It was that Casio watch with all the like the calculator buttons on it.
I know what the Casios were, or the G Shocks.
Honestly, I think that, and I actually really hate that that is like the climate that we live in, where you got somebody 21-year-old talking about, oh, he can't take me to cheesecake. Girl, you better go to cheesecake. I don't know. Maybe I don't turn down on meals like that, but like if we're going on a date and you're paying, and I feel like it's a respectable place, like what is the problem? You know,
Yeah,
if it's some place that I genuinely don't like,
Like Portuguese?
that's different.
I've never been there.
No, I thought you said you didn't like Portuguese food.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Who said that?
Marie.
Well, I think Marie said that.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like, so I like Chili's, but I don't prefer Applebee's. You know what I mean? So it's like if a place that I genuinely don't care for, that's different. But I think like if it's just whatever, you know, I think if you want to like figure somebody out and spend time with them, like just go.
Can I
Because you
say
ain't got to eat the
something?
food.
Can I say something
me
without
3
being
margaritas.
ripped to shreds? I
Like McDonald's.
personally decided for myself that I don't want to continue eating at franchise restaurants because I want. That's why I actually asked for permission to say something. No, okay, hold on. I'm not talking about like quick takeouts.
Oh, you mean chain?
Chain.
Okay, chain. Okay, let's use the right words now.
Okay. Sorry.
Because real talk, franchises are the #1 business in America. Just
No, I
FYI,
mean
in case
takeout.
y'all
I
don't know.
still eat Golden Crust, y'all. So, but I'm just like New York has so much restaurants that I can try.
Much restaurant.
So
She
many,
does this, and y'all never say nothing.
and don't be correcting me because
I know, but I see
Sorry.
it. And I
so
just-
many. Like literally, it didn't even sound wrong. I didn't even think I said anything.
So much
wrong.
restaurants.
So many.
So many restaurants that
And
I
she
can
went to
be-
private school, y'all. I'm just
All right. I'm done talking. Actually, go ahead.
And no more change. No more change. for you.
what Amanda's
but it
saying is
doesn't
like
have anything
her
to
own
do-
personal.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with me thinking that the food is nasty or not up to par. Like it's not about that. It's like I eat that stuff all the time. Like I've had Applebee's a million times. I've had Fridays a million times. Like if I'm going on a date, I would prefer to go somewhere that I've never been before. Like
So you want to experience, basically.
yeah.
Yeah. So like, but you're cool with like let's just say like a mom and pop type of shop.
No, yeah. Honestly, New York has a lot of those.
Yeah,
I be
yeah.
telling people like New York, right? Remember
They
we
need
had
the
went
money.
to we had went to that small ass restaurant.
What?
How many people?
It was 3 of us.
Oh no, that's
What was the food? Like sushi?
No, and their plates are small. We didn't take nothing home. We ate everything.
Shit, for $4.50, I'm eating everything.
I need extra.
You like this salt shaker? I mean, hey, put it in my mouth. Put part.
He got the ice in his hand.
All the water you got back there. Give me all that.
Matter of fact, load it up in the car because I need to take a gallon with me.
But are we going off like the Instagram age where you can actually see their page ahead of time so you kind of got a glimpse of what you're getting into? Or are we talking about like back in our day when there was no Instagram? I think it was easier back then
Yeah.
What kind of assumptions are you making from the Instagram?
because back in
much she
our
cost?
day, like
Yeah.
everything was just game and like you really got
Personality.
personality in game. Like if you had charisma, then like she was gonna hang out with you. And you could take her to a little hole in the wall, and as long as you got her laughing, as long as you get her a good beverage.
I also do think it's we talk about we talk about, but I think that because we're talking about expectations. We're talking about expectations, but I don't really think it's so much an expectation thing that you set. I think the thing that men lack nowadays is confidence to even take a girl to the hole in the wall type of spot, right? So like a dude will see her on Instagram and see she has a Van Cleef bracelet. She's doing this. She's always here. She has this type of aesthetic on her page. I can't bring her there. I don't really. That's just saying I'm not confident enough to bring her there. I can't win her over there. So I got to put her in the place that I think is suitable based off of her Instagram. So, and oftentimes they're wrong because if you give a woman an experience that is enjoyable and new, that they never had, she's going to most likely give you another chance or a second date, I should say. But these dudes will do the same thing, and they don't realize they're just copy and paste.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think, and maybe because you're older, that you may know more than Rico, but like, do you think that like there's something that has happened over the last 20 years that has inherently changed men's confidence or men's like approach or just even just like willingness to like go and like talk to a woman and try to like, you know, like take her out and date her and stuff? Because I feel like you just pointed out it's a confidence. I don't know if it's confidence or not. I'm just saying whatever it is, it's a something, you know. But you have, you know, you see the era that he's in, and you also know the era that you come from. So it's like, do you feel that something has particularly occurred that has caused that?
I think it goes back again to the social media of like what they're absorbing, like what they're downloading. Because a woman could be like, I don't want no men coming up to me. I'm in the gym. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. But then some women are just there and would love somebody to talk to them. Say, oh, just a compliment. So it's like we're getting mixed signals everywhere. Where back in the day is I can meet a girl, you either like me or you don't. I'll never see you again. You know, but it was nobody.
At the gym, you might see her again.
Yeah.
Well, yes, the gym I might see her again. I love the gym.
Not if I change my times.
I love the
I'm
gym.
doing all that.
Yeah.
Don't date people at your gym because that's the big mistake. Because then
He's smiling.
You got to
He's been
avoid.
there.
I know.
You got to avoid. Don't do
But
that.
I think to piggyback what he's saying in a more specific way, and it's going to sound a little wild, but I just think that men have now listened to the loudest woman, and women have put the wrong woman with the biggest voice, or gave the wrong woman the biggest voice, right? So now you have the woman that's the loudest saying, you can't go to Cheesecake Factory. What do I look like going to Cheesecake Factory? And these big blogs pick it up because they find it actually outrageous. But then there's people that now subscribe to that same ideology. So now a man sees that and he's like, okay, well, I know I can't bring her to Cheesecake because it was just being ridiculed. And if I bring her there, she's going to think I'm trying to embarrass her. So I just think that the wrong women are actually their opinions are being taken into the way men date women.
But
You know what I'm saying?
question, you guys don't date women or take women for who they are individually rather than what you think all women care about?
I mean, the thing is, everybody is an individual, right? Technically speaking. But a lot of us are influenced by our social media. Whether or not we want to admit it, we are influenced to some degree. You know, some people, you know, anything that you can realistically align with, or maybe that you just find intriguing. Hey, I never thought about this like this. You know, And some people are very persuasive. And so when that happens and these dudes read the comments and it's like, okay, this one woman said this. She has 5 million views and there's 50,000 comments. And it looks like, it looks like they're all saying, you know what, you're right. I'm not going to go against it. I'm going to swim with the current. And so that's why he would try that approach. Now, I do think that, again, it comes back down to confidence because as a man, sometimes you got to say, listen, I'm going to step outside the box, which takes confidence. I know I see 50,000 comments saying don't take a girl to cheesecake. I'm going to take my girl to cheesecake. You know what I'm saying?
Because like you said, some people might just be sharing it because they think it's outrageous. I know you like cheesecake.
I got a video going viral right now of me at Cheesecake eating a miso salmon.
Right. I know you like Cheesecake Factory.
Where is it? So, where's cheesecake? Is it in Jersey?
Yeah, it's a bunch. In Jersey, at least.
We know that we have one in White Plains.
Yeah, you do.
So it's like, I would think for someone that found it outrageous to actually try to vet the person that they're dating or want to take the cheesecake to be like, yo, what do you feel about that? To see if she's with the majority or if she's like, nah, fuck it. I like cheesecake. So we going.
Yeah, but if we really be honest, let's be honest. Like, and I'm speaking from a point of my own perspective and what I know. So I'm asking this question openly. What women do we have in the rap hip hop culture that are not saying monetary materialistic or not preaching monetary materialistic views?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like when I look at like, let's say like a Glow or like a Meg, they are, but what they're also saying is like, babe, I got mine. I can take myself to this place and that place.
Well, you know, I agree, refute that, but at the same time, it's like we can applaud you for having your own and accomplishing it, right? Because it's hard as hell to get any type of success, no matter your color or gender, right? But well, you get what I'm saying. But like, at what point do we say like, all right, yo, I don't like if I'm like right now we had the Cheesecake Factory saga. We don't have anybody that says, yo, I don't care. I want to go to Cheesecake. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying about like my generation, like because we had to get you with like charisma and just like charm and like actually just be a real person, speak to you. So if I were to meet a woman, she's talking about some old fancy stuff, man. Listen, you trying to get to know me, or you just trying to take pictures? Like I'm gonna let you try to figure that out, and when you decide, you let me know. And she gonna go where I say we gonna go.
Yeah, I don't think that's confidence.
No, I'm saying. I mean, if he's trying to get in there.
Yeah, bro.
We going where we
like fine.
You know what I mean? Like that's it. You know.
Because I like that.
You can get one of them.
We go, okay.
That's what, yeah.
We gonna go.
Oh, we gotta go, and like you know.
But okay, so how about that? Maybe, and let's just try to peel layers back. In your generation, there was less, I guess, friction when it came down to it, or
What do you mean?
like resistance. Like, hey, we're gonna go where I want to go, and they'd be like, all right. And nowadays, a dude would be like, we're gonna go where I want to go, and that girl 25, and she's like, fuck out of here. Order the Uber.
She from New York.
Oh,
She from New York.
It might be a New York thing. I think like in general, I don't know if that's the case.
It's still the same movie, Alan. It's still the same fucking movie. I don't know what to call it. It's called Instagram. It's called Meta. Meta presents many shit.
None of that matters though. If you, I've spoken to women that were like big in entertainment or big whatever they did, and to break it down, it was like you can do all that, but like at the end of the day, you want somebody that's gonna love you, you want somebody that's gonna respect you. All this other stuff is just lights and shit. So let's get to like what you really want, because that's the same thing I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we could do all this fancy stuff, but at the end of the day, you still want to talk to me, you still want to have a conversation, you still want to get to know me, and that's what I want. So like we can do the fancy stuff if that's what you after. Get your young boy to take you over there. Me, I'm trying to take you. I want to be able to hear you. I'm not hard of hearing, but I don't want no loud music. But I want to be able to.
What you say?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not.
Chocolate.
But I'm saying I'm not trying to do all no extra stuff like on that. Listen, I'm tired around a certain time. Like let's get this around like 7.
Yo.
Go for a walk.
Nah, I got a body bedtime. All right, so I'm not mad. I agree with that, bro. I do agree. But But that's the thing.
That's
you
the
know what?
direction that women are saying. I don't
do
think
think
men are doing that because they're saying we want men to lead, right?
Well,
and if you let a man lead, you got to be able to go. You got to listen. This is what we're doing. I'm not trying to take advantage of you. I'm telling you what's best for us right now. So just listen to what I'm saying. If you don't like it, you don't have to come back. But I'm sure you're gonna like it.
But the thing is, Rome, men are trying to buy.
It's the sangria. Sangria is my shit.
Where you got this sangria from, Rome?
That's my spot.
You got
Rome is
the sangria from.
Rome is cooking with the
but
sangria today.
That's my spot. I got sangria tatted on my body. I'm a sangria boss. Like sangria is my.
You ever been to Calle Ocho in the city?
You keep saying that, but I'm trying to go.
I have.
You told me I gotta go. I'm still.
Yeah, he said you said it before.
Man, I done had some times over there, even before I lived up here.
That's crazy. I can go this
Child.
weekend.
I was gonna say that the issue is, and I think it's all all age groups too. Men are trying to buy respect from women. That's why they feel forced and obligated to go to these high-end restaurants, because they're trying to buy the respect from the woman. They can't earn the respect from the woman, or at least even get a woman to hear them out and follow their perspective or follow their idea. Like, yo, you know what? We're not going to go to this restaurant. I want to go to a place where I can hear you clear. We can actually really focus on each other. They can't even do that. I don't think a lot of men want a woman to focus on them either, because they're not really anything. There's not a lot of quality men. Like, the thing is, there's not a lot of quality men with money. There's not a lot of quality men without money. There's not a lot of quality people
In
In general.
general.
Yeah, because I
So,
was
like-
just like, wait.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so the thing is, the ones that can afford to take you on these dates, it's just a distraction from you to not see who he really is. You don't have to find me attractive. You're gonna find this ambiance attractive. You're gonna find the food and the way that they bring out the wagyu amazing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? My head goes through all of this psychology anytime a man shows me too much money. I'd be like, I'm not impressed. You're covering. For real.
Take the mask off.
Yeah, like, Rome has so much names at this point. Chris.
Yo, but y'all don't know his Tuesday name though.
Yeah, we don't.
It's another side of the quiet dragon. It's the dragon part.
There are more. Yeah, there are more people who are not that guy than
And that guy.
those who are that guy.
But see, I disagree.
That's why they listen to those.
They're not that guy to certain women that aren't looking for them.
No, they're just not that guy.